I tell you most Americans get their saturated fat from? Where's the primary source of saturated fat for Americans on a standard American diet? Americans get the majority of their saturated fat intake from chicken. And they always try to tell you, eat the white meat. If you want to eat a dead animal, eat a cow, eat bison, okay? Do not eat chicken. That's where the highest saturated fat comes from, okay? Now, this is not to be anti-saturated fat. Our bodies need fat. We require fat, but we want healthy fats, okay? We need saturated fat in our bodies because that's where we produce our hormones. From the saturated fat, our bodies produce cholesterol, and from cholesterol, all of our hormones are produced. So your testosterone, your estrogen, your everything is produced from that. So you have to have it. So if you're fully vegan and you're eating a whole food plant-based diet vegan, not a junk food vegan diet, then you need about 1 teaspoon of saturated fat a day so that you can maintain your hormone levels. If you're eating the standard American diet and you're eating lots of meat, you're getting way too much saturated fat. And that's going to destroy, that's why you're going to have high cholesterol. That's why you're going to have an excess of blood buildup in your excess of oils and fats built up in your bloodstream, and that's how you can get diabetes. Because diabetes is from eating too much saturated fat, and then the sugar can't get into the cell. The reverse is the fat. Okay, so when we put oil and we put it above its smoking point and it starts to smoke, it becomes a trans fat, which is why we don't want to cook with olive oil because it has a low smoke point, right? It creates the rigidity in your arteries. That's why you want to avoid it. So what's the takeaway, because I know I might be talking fast. We need saturated fats, but we only want to take them in moderation for whatever your diet preferences are for that moment, right? So if you're transitioning vegan, fully vegan, not vegan at all, you need way less saturated fat versus if you are vegan, you need some saturated fats.